Hello, hello, hello. Sorry. Sargy. Um, bright. 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 Insanely bright. That's for like, this is for night. I'll say that. Rename. Night. Go for day. Default. Does that look good? I think so. On my screen, it looks good. Sometimes, even with my screen looking good, I can't look. Oh. There we go. It look too bright? No. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, my chair. Where's that in the way? Alright. We're continuing our playthrough of Do Not Let the Cat In. Do not let this cat, don't take this cat home. Do not take this cat home. We're continuing this. Alright. We did all these, so let's see what the mystery food is. Is this really a good idea? The cat really wants it. Fine. I guess if this is what you want. You open the container and barely managed to keep from throwing up. Mom, I threw up. But just barely. The stench is overwhelming. Yeah. Give me a minute. You hazard a look at the materials of contents of the container, but you can't. You honestly can't understand what you're supposed to be looking at. Honestly, when it was just one. At some point, it looked like worms. Didn't it? I don't know. Everything is just mashed together. What exactly everything consists of is a mystery. You're more than happy to keep unsolved. Different shapes, different sizes, different textures. Not the color, though. All of it is the same color. The most unfortunate shade of gray you've ever seen. That looks green to me. Tinted with a nauseating wet green. Okay. Film over the top. Am I supposed to warm it up, or I really don't know how to serve it? Any utensil or plant that it touches is getting thrown out immediately. No exceptions. Your hands are going to be scrubbed with soap and hot water to within an inch after this. With an inch of their lives after this. Decide against putting this crap in your microwave. I doubt it would taste or smell any better warm. Not wanting to hold it anymore, you shake your head and practically toss the container next to the cat on the counter. The cat enthusiastically dives for the toxic-looking sludge, sniffing it as if savoring the scent. Turn to the fridge and close it. You've lost your appetite. You're about to head to the bathroom to wash your hands for the next hour or so when... Ow. Sharp pain on your foot causes you to stumble. Catch yourself on the kitchen sink and look down to see that the tip of your sock is red. And the red is slowly spraying to the rest of your sock. Are you bleeding? Quickly reach down and pull off the sock to see the damage. your middle toe is gone. It's just gone. It's just gone. Just a stump is left in its place. It's steadily leaking blood onto the floor. You clumsily step back as if it would help you get away from what you were seeing. The blood trail simply follows your movement. 911. You have to call 911. Phone. Where's the phone? Your tongue is... What's happening to me? Munch, munch, munch. Slowly look over to find the cat still eating, completely unbothered by your suffering. Try to stop the blood from dribbling out of your mouth. Keep watching in the days as the cat happily chews on at the gross piece of... Wait, that's... Look more closely at the mystery food in the cat's jaws. Looks vaguely familiar. It looks like a tongue. Munch, gulp. Before you can even think about to do anything to stop it, the cat dives into the container again. Takes a bite into a piece that looks like what? Collapse to the floor, clutching your torso. You writhe around on the blood-stricken tiles, crying something. Something inside of you just... Blood pours out from deep within you. Whatever that was felt important. And now it's probably gone too. It hurts. Hurts so much. Stop. Please. Weakly try to reach up to the cat on the counter above you. Your vision blurs from the effort, from the pain, from your tears, from... Your eyes. Your eyes. You fall limply back onto the floor. You're leaking blood all over. From all over. Your foot, your mouth, your insides, your eye sockets. You can feel your life fading away too. That's fine. If it means not feeling the pain of losing another part of you, then hopefully the cat will take its time eating your eyeballs and give you time to just ending 10. You are what you eat. Fucking God. Let me continue. After that shit, take the cat home. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looked like worms for a bit. Not too hungry right now. Does that hold off on the food and do something else? Yeah. Play? You wanna play? Meow. Poor thing was probably bored stiff sitting on that box all day. Just watching crowds of people walk by them. Ignoring them. You can't just leave them alone as soon as you're home. A little interspecies socializing will kill you, right? Oh, meow. Oh. You just want some attention, don't you? You wanna play, huh? Okay, then. What to play, though? Yeah, I wanna do something first. Before we do all this. Like, maybe we make the right choices, do something else. That is actually later. Play with cat. There we go. Actually mess with the, like, ratio, so I'm making sure everything looks fine. I think everything's fine. Alright. Let's play with the cat. Look for some yarn. I think my laser... Let's do this first. If every movie and cartoon involves cats that you've watched since childhood, it is to be believed that you can deduce with utmost absolute certainty that cats freaking love yarn. Till I want to do something horrible like sew that into my skin. Um, that's the best way. I don't know. I'm predicting what's gonna happen with this. The cat's gonna sew the yarn into my skin. Or there's gonna be a big yarn monster. I don't know. Probably. Yarn. You unearth some from the old box in the hallway closet that's filled with knickknacks from various abandoned hobbies. The cat and Sarah just handed the ball of bright red yarn over to the cat, supervising from the side. But that would defeat the idea of playing together, wouldn't it? You cut off a decent length of strength from the ball of yarn, okay, and go back to the living room. The cat is just resting on the floor. It's not asleep, but it looks up as you enter the living room. You feel like it could doze off right there, and then you'll fix that. You smirk a little, confident with your surprise. You little yarn. You know, you like lines and cables, so this is nothing new. And you let the piece of yarn dangle just above the floor. Pinch between your thumb and index finger. But a sudden shift in the cat's demeanor makes your heart start to beat a little faster. His posture has barely changed at all. Just a subtle shift of the head and ears. A subtle tension in the shoulders. A sharpness in the gaze as it locks onto the yarn dangling an inch above the floor. The cat could still pass as almost being relaxed, calm. And yet the air is thick with its eagerness to lunge forward, waiting for the right moment to strike. You feel like you've witnessed the awakening of a perfect predator. You're almost afraid of what will happen once you make the first move. But it will be you who makes the first move. You take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and yoink. The cat had lunged the instant you wiggled the yarn, but you're faster. It completely misses as you flick the wrist, making the yarn recoil out of its reach like a terrified snake. Having overshot the landing of its eagerness, the cat stumbles and looks around as if shocked by its felt attack. Oh. You generously click your tongue to help reorient it. The cat whips its head around at the sound. You're slightly taken aback by the intensity of its stare at the yarn, but you persist. You wiggle the yarn again encouragingly, and yes, maybe a little tauntingly. This time, the cat anticipates the yarn's upward dodge and leaps up to swipe at it. But you're already one step ahead, puppeting the yarn to dance gracefully out of its reach once more. Oh, come on, you can do it. It's a little condescending, but you can't seem to help it. For some reason, it feels a little good knocking the feline down a peg or two. At least it seems to be enjoying itself. You hope anyway. You keep going. Honestly, if you're mad, honestly, this is what you get for killing me and eating my toe and tongue and eyes and something inside of me. The cat's movements have gone more aggressive. Must have been frustrated. You could swear it nearly took a shot at your eye the last time. It had jumped so high and erratically. You've been keeping the yarn in constant motion, afraid to slow down. Your wrist is starting to get tired. Cat doesn't seem to be losing any energy though. It's like it's getting faster and faster. Fucking train! God! The music. It's getting faster and faster. Click, click, click. Wrist finally cramps sharply, making you lose control of the yarn's motion as the tip of it brushes lightly against your stomach. Oh? Huh. Pain rips slowly across your torso, into your torso. Blood pulls out of your mouth. In a daze, you look down and see red blooming slowly along the bottom of your shirt as it tears in the fabric. Around the tears on the fabric. Plop. You watch as long, thick ropes of something, intestines, poured out from under your shirt into a bloody heap on the floor at your feet. Oh. Oh, you want to play with my intestines now? Okay. A single red, streaked rope still hangs from you, connecting you to all that mess. Are those your... You crumple to the ground and topple over to your side. Your vision has gone blurry, but... Yeah, you wanna play? You can just make out the shape of something small and deep, inky black as it walks over and inspects your... Oh god, they're your intestines. Before it starts to giddily roll around in the mass of your bloody insides next to you. Darkness falls over you. The cat sounds happy. Nonsensically, you wonder where the yawn has gone, but there's really no need to worry about it. Cat seems content with the next best thing. And 11, at the end of your rope. Fucking. I didn't even notice the cat looking that way. Take the cat home. Let's go home. Do something with the cat. Like what? Let's pet cat. Let's do something else. Let's eat later. Play with cat. Okay. I think my laser pointer still works. Cats are curious creatures by nature. They're also natural hunters, sort of. Why not pass the time by letting the cat hunt after something it'll never quite understand? That sounds a little mean when you think of it like that. Hair looks weird. Alright. But it's not like the cat will never know anyway. Ignorance is bliss, or so they say. So you dig out your old laser pointer from your long gone dreaded days of group presentations in school. You flip it on and see that even after all this time, the batteries still work. You still get a little kick out of aiming it at a mirror hanging in the living room so it reflects off the glass, making a little red dot appear on your knee. Cat cautiously walks over, stopping every few steps to cast a look of suspicion at you. When it finally reaches you, it presses a paw to your knee, like it's trying to catch the red dot of light as casually as possible. Managed to hold back a chuckle. Not that it really matters. Cat really isn't paying attention to you at all. Entirely focused on the light now, resting on the top of its paw. You move the light a little higher above your knee. The cat reacts immediately, trying to pin the light down. But in that second, you already moved it to the floor. The cat jerkily follows, attempting a more energetic pounce when you shift the red dot. Over here. Over there. Over there. I'm on the couch. On the couch. What? The cat might be ignoring you, but you're secretly enjoying it yourself. It's been a while since you've laughed this much. You're laughing so much, in fact, they actually shifted the red dot onto the lamp beside your couch. In the haste to get to the light, the cat leaps onto the lamp, sending them both to the ground. Uh, oh my gosh. Cat sits in the middle of the former lamp's broken shards, back hunched, its head whipping around back and forth as if in a panic. You quickly turn off the laser point and rush over. I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Are you hurt? Reach down to pick up the cat and check for any energies when... Slash. Ow, hey! Cat swipes at you, claws extended. It backs up and twitches away, making frantic half turns in various directions as if looking for something, or waiting for something to appear. Oh geez, that really hurt, you know. You hold the hand with a scratch close to your chest. He's bleeding, but not that big. You're more annoyed than anything, but... Immediately, your annoyance starts to bleed into concern. You watch in shock as the cat starts to run around, tearing at the carpet, the sofa, your armchair. You want to stop it, but you're afraid of getting in the middle of its rampage. Considering calling the vet for advice on how to calm it down, but for some reason, you feel like it wouldn't be a good idea. What's happened to you? Is it an idea comes to you, or rather a realization? You gasp at the laser pointer, aiming it safely away towards the floor in the middle of the living room, thinking, hoping. The cat would calm down if it found what it was looking for. Turn the laser pointer. Cat's reaction is immediate. You screwed up. In the span of mere seconds, you watch as the cat spies the red dot from its perch on the shredded armchair. Leaps high into the air and changes in the air. It slams down on the dot on the floor with a weight and force that shakes the whole apartment, maybe even the whole building. You wonder dazedly how none of the other tenants have rushed over to complain about the noise. Yet, as you stare at the sign in front of you, the cat has somewhat grown in size, eyes bulging and glowing, tail thrashing, teeth enlarged, barred and covered alarmingly in a bubbling froth. Its giant claws rip and shred through the carpet, through the floor tiles, and even below them, ravenously trying to get a hold of the red dot. Your hands are shaking. You don't know what to do. You feel trapped. You have to get away. Get it away from you. Slowly back towards the door. Light moves with you. Instinctively flick the light away, this way and that way. The cat stampeding after. So fast. Smashing through the TV, breaking the couch in half. Too fast. Bulldozing through the wall into the hallway. Chance. Turn intending to bolt out of the door and never come back. But in your haste, you forget something. Forget several somethings. Forget the laser pointing, gripping like a lifeline in your hand. Forget the mirror, still miraculously hanging on the wall next to the hallway. The laser reflecting off of it, putting a small glowing red dot on the back of your head. As you reach the door, you forget that it's locked. You don't even have the chance to turn around before the cat lunges all the way across at you. You're torn to shreds before you can even blink. Ending 12 targeted. Oh my god. Let's take the cat home. Do something with the cat. Like what? Let's pet the cat first. Something else. Let's eat later. Alright, hide and seek. What about hide and seek? Hmm? You're not quite sure how this is gonna work. Hold on. Can a cat even understand the concept of a game? Let alone with rules like hide and seek. Here, here, just you pick up the cat and turn them away from you before hiding behind the armchair. You're almost certain that the cat must have turned and looked while you were hiding. Out of confusion, at least, if nothing else. Meow. Regardless, a few moments later, the cat cautiously peeks around the armchair at you, eyes curious. You smile and scoop it up, pulling out in front of you. You found me, you win. Cat looks confused, but pleased with your praise. This time, you put it on the armchair so it can see your hiding spot as easily. One. You dash over to the kitchen, hiding behind the counter. It takes a little longer this time for the cat to find you. This time, when it does, it startles you by hopping onto your lap from the countertop above. Whoa! You found me again! Okay, you win. You're rewarded with little scratches behind the ear and under the chin, and it leans into your touch. Okay, why don't you give it a try? Go and stand in the middle of the living room, and the cat following you. You make sure to make a show of covering your eyes and turning around. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, you're gone. You turn around and see the cat is gone. Ah, you sure catch on quick. There aren't many places available in your apartment for someone your size to hide. But without the opposable thumbs needed to open the closed doors in the hallway, the cat will have its limits too. Fair game. Now, where to look? Interesting. Where, if I was a cat, where would I go? Hallway. Peek around the corner into the hall. Nothing. You're not sure what you were expecting. All the doors closed. There's nowhere in the hall for the cat to hide. Living room. You look behind the couch and the armchair, then under the coffee table. Nothing. The living room is pretty sparse when it comes to furniture after all. Kitchen. Peek around the counter. Grab a chair and check on top of the fridge. You even open the cupboards along the floor just in case the cat managed to squeeze inside. Nothing. You decide that's for the best. The kitchen is for making food, not for playing games. You couldn't find the cat anywhere. You're starting to get a little worried when you hear a soft sound coming from the hall. Head to the hall and listen again. Sounds like it's coming from your bedroom. You walk down the hall to your room and gingerly open the door. Ah! Cat trots out and runs to your legs, meowing intensely. It looks like disappointed somehow? Perhaps in your apparent subpar seeking levels, but you lift the cat into your arms and look at your bedroom door. How did you get into my room? You know the door was closed, right? The cat wiggles out of your hold and runs out of the hall. Alright. You follow to see it sitting in the middle of the living room. Upon seeing you, the cat promptly turns around, because it wants to take the turn seeking. About to indulge it by hiding around the corner again when... Oh, the lice. Did the power go out? Darn it. Wait for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. Notice that the cat hasn't moved an inch. Was it scared? Are you... Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. What? For some reason, your heart starts beating faster. You consider going over to the cat, but when you do, the thought makes you feel like your life is in danger. You need to hide now. Hide in the bathroom. Reach over to the bathroom and is the door locked? Listening. White closet. Slip into the hallway closet. Door won't close because of heavy boxes now blocking it after you squeeze inside. Try to move further, the cat might hear it. Don't walk, you need hurry! God fucking. Behind the armchair. Too close. Kitchen counter and the hall. Bedroom. Hide in the closet. I don't know!
Tell anyone about this, I will find out where you live.
Alright.
And I will burn your house down.
Sorry, there's a bot in the chat. Ah, god damn it. One thing I hate about my camera app, Joy-Cam, is the ads. When I exit and enter back. Lock the door as quietly as you can before lunging into the closet and sliding the door shut. As soon as you're securing yourself inside the closet, there's a sudden shift throughout the entire apartment. As if something can sense that you're as ready as you'll ever be. As if it can sense that you're ready to be hunted. A horrible chill runs down your spine as you realize that what this game has become. This isn't a simple game of hide and seek anymore. This is being hunted by a predator as prey. It never really mattered where you chose to hide, did it? As if in answer to your question, you hear a loud slam on the bedroom door. Just managed to hold back from making a startled noise at the sound. Heart rate kicks up again, making it feel harder to breathe quietly, making it hard to breathe in general. Tears start to fill your eyes as you cover your panting mouth with your shaking hands. It knows. Crying with your hands over your mouth, trying to smother the choke sounds leaking out of you. You slide down the wall at the back of your closet into a heap on the floor. You flinch harshly at the sound of the door being ripped off its hinges, followed by a loud crash against the wall on the other side of the room, like the door has been blown away. The silence that follows is almost too much to bear. You can't. A single sob escapes through your nose. Squeeze your eyes shut in defeat at how loud it sounds in the quiet of the room. Not much point of hiding it anymore anyway, is there? You instinctively put whatever energy you have left into listening into footsteps, even as you emotionally shut down, but you hear nothing. Then something slides open the closet door. You've curled in on yourself, knees up, back curved forward, head down, mouth covered, eyes shut tightly, so tight it hurts. You don't want to look. You don't want to look. That's what it's waiting for. It won't end without its final act of cruelty, of making you look at it before it takes your life. So cruel. You just want this to be over, so you open your eyes. You see something glaring in at you from the darkness beyond the closed door. It looks disappointed. In the moment before you draw your last breath, You almost consider apologizing for being such unworthy prey. Guess your hunting skills were just as subpar as your seeking skills. Disappointed prey. Oh. Do not take this camp. Oh no, do take it home. Why am I saying don't? Take it. His pet. Do something else. Play with cat. Hide and seek. Let me look at this. Kitchen. I don't think there's any way to win this. I'm not sure. You're joking. Hide in your bedroom. The closet. Yeah, I don't think there's anything to do. I'm not sure if there's any way to do something with cat. Let's see, play with cat. Oh, okay. So I don't think there is. Hold on. I need a. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right. Not sure what we can do. All right. Clean. Upon giving it a second look, you realize that the cat isn't exactly clean. Not surprising, since up until you brought it home, it's been sitting in a dirty old box. I think it's just endings now. There's nothing really good to happen. What is the relationship thing? I don't know. And an alley full of scattered garbage. Who knows how long? You've heard that cats can keep themselves clean, but maybe this is one of those times that a little human help can hurt. You head to the bathroom and set things up, trying to remember how to wash a cat. You're definitely no expert, but you think the best way to get the cat clean would be carefully. You think careful is the way to go. Cats aren't exactly fond of water, so you doubt it will be a fan of an excessive amount of it. You pick the cat up and gently place it in the sink before turning on the water. The cat is startled, but ultimately doesn't try to run away. Nice. You lather your hands with some soap and carefully give the cat a thorough half scrub, half massage. After a few minutes, you rinse the cat completely and gather it in a blanket, drying it. Then you take a brush and carefully run it through the cat's fur. The cat seems like it's in heaven as you brush it. Some hairs are sticking to you, but you don't seem to mind. In fact, there's a lot of fur sticking to you. Try to brush it off, but it won't come off. Guess you're up next for a bath yourself. Huh? Try to ignore the fur and finish with the cat quickly. But more hair keeps sticking to you. Your hands, your arms. Before you realize it, they're covered in fur that won't come off. It's thick enough that you just try to yank it off, but... Ow, what? Pain laces through the spot you just tugged at. Upon closer inspection, see that the hair is growing out of you. You can actually feel it now. Fur growing out of your back, your neck, your face, your eyes, your tongue. It's even growing inside your throat. What the fuck? As you collapse and start to choke on the thickening fur in your esophagus, the cat leans up in to lap at the fur growing on your forehead, grooming your hair as thoroughly as you did it for it earlier. You think it'd be sweet if if you weren't currently losing air. Still, it feels nice at least to be looked after and cared for in some way, even if it's just for a little while longer. The cat's careful grooming is the last thing you feel before you're no longer able to breathe. Ending 15. How many endings did I get? 21. God damn. There's so many more. I don't think I'm gonna get it all. Alright. I'll take a short intermission and I'll be right back with some more games. Actually, let me do that first. Let me give you the name of what we're playing. So that way I can know for the timestamp. For VODs. Oh. Some game. I don't know. Cardinal Park case. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, I did do some RPG. Download some RPG games, so this might be what that is. It looks like the window looks so. Yeah. I'll be right back. See ya. Hello. Hello, hello. Alright. Game crashed. No reason why. No reason. So, I'm gonna try and open it again. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Let me do this. Maybe this can help. I haven't realized I have Chrome open. Alright. Waiting for this to load. This is an RPG game called the Cardinal Park Case. You can obviously see it up there. Yeah. Alright. If this crashes still, we'll play another game. There we go. Show. Will you crash? Hopefully not. Maybe there's something in settings that can help. Stop the horn. No, not. Don't. There we go. Music loud. Right. This is the Cardinal Park Case. Don't know much about this, except that it's a RPG horror game. I think. I'm not sure. For some reason, it's marked as visual novel.